All right, welcome back, viewers, and of course, it's a brand new episode of Carnival CEEN. We're bringing the vibes, we're continuing with the action where we left off in episode 1, and Gerard and Kino hanging out with me today. It was such a vibe in episode 1. I couldn't wait for episode 2, and I know today we're going to be speaking to some of the people that make Carnival happen, and I have to say that I think that's a perfect description for them, team.
Yeah. You know, as Kino so eruditely expatiated in episode 1, Carnival is not just about having fun, frolic, not just about entertainment, but also about the business. It's also about its contribution to culture, creative, and everything that make up the orange economy. And yeah, we are going to venture down a little bit about that in today's episode, so you don't want to miss it at all.
Yeah.
And we're a few days away from 2025 Carnival in Trinidad, and this is the band. Mariah, can we get our first guest? Because I don't even want to get
You don't want to wait,
excited.
yeah.
No, I can't wait. Can't wait.
So Kino cannot wait, of course. He's with me, Trinidad Emcee LDV. You all know that already, and I'm Mariah Emcee. It's my time to bring in Rhiannon Pemberton. She is the Senior Brand and Operations Manager at, of course, the band that Kino is so excited about, Tribe. Welcome to the show, Rhiannon. How are you doing?
Hi guys, I'm good. Thank you so much for having me. We're exactly 3 weeks to Carnival Tuesday, so this is very fitting.
Yeah, and you know, one of the things I said when I opened the show, Rhiannon, is it's people like you that ensure that the masqueraders really have a good time, because without the things that happen behind the scene, and let me tell you, I have no clue what happens behind the scene. All I know is I pick up my costume, it's a seamless process,
That's easy.
and I'm out on the road. But you're here today to shed some light on, you know, what really takes place. Can we start by you telling us a bit about your role at Tribe?
Sure, I'm the brand manager here at Tribe, which means that I oversee operations, marketing, basically making sure the band gets to the road and looks and feels how we would like it to feel, make sure our customers are happy with the product. Yeah, but we have a huge team here, right? It's not just me. We have a bit of an army that brings everything together, because I do think, yes, people think Carnival is just Monday and Tuesday, but it really takes us an entire year to produce the event.
Yeah, you said an entire year, and I can only imagine, because preparation really has to begin in advance. You spoke about your team, not just being you, a lot of hands behind the scenes, little elves working to ensure that, you know, the process is seamless. The week of Carnival, what happens in Tribe behind the scenes?
The week of Carnival, we are in full distribution mode. So we're actually halfway into there now. We're packing costumes right now, which takes us a couple weeks. That leads us into distribution, which is where we will see our customers face to face, some of them for the first time, for them to collect their costumes, fit their costumes, collect all their merch and other goodies that they're getting along with the costume, and get them ready for the road. That's from the front end, but then from the back end, you have our road team that's preparing the trucks, preparing the bars, the food, the lunchbox, and everything else that comes along with the road.
So it's 2025, Rhiannon, and do I say happy birthday, Tribe? Because it's been some 25 years of existence. How have you and your team been able to not just keep Carnival band going, but keep it at this high level of execution and fun? Let's just keep it simple like that.
Yeah, so this is actually our 21st year. Yes, last year we celebrated 20 years to mass. For some people with us, it's actually been longer than 20 years. We have designers who have been in mass for like 40 years plus. It's been a challenge, I would say. When Tribe began 20 years ago, we created a product that wasn't yet on the market. We were first to kind of modernize Carnival, I would say, a bit. So we, innovated we took these 40-foot containers and cut them out and make them into bar cabins. And we were now able to make the entire experience fully all-inclusive for the entire band, which in itself is a feat, keeping a couple thousand masqueraders on the road, fueled with all the amenities that they need for the 2 days. So that's how things began with us. And 20 years later, we are still trying to anticipate what their needs are, because their needs have changed over the years, and trying to shift and change and grow, and keeping the standard high, right? While trying to maintain the core of the product, which is the tribe vibe, which is what we're known for, right?
Without giving too much away, tell us some of what Tribe does differently from other bands, the experience from not just costumes and the pageantry, but the organization, the goodie bags, the offerings on the road and in parties. Tell us what separates Tribe with those offerings.
So we have definitely turned Carnival into a year-round business. Over the years, we have grown. It's not just Tribe. There are 4 bands in our group. We have Tribe, Bliss, The Lost Tribe, and Hearts. And what we've done is we've kind of organized the business into different areas. So we have our customer service area that will deal with customers. We have production that deals with the actual design and production of our costumes, which is the most important part of our package. And then we have our warehousing team. We'll have a marketing team, sponsorship, accounts. So it looks a lot more like a business, right? And it really takes an entire year, as I said, to produce everything that we produce. But I think what sets us apart is that we try to put ourselves in the customer's shoes. Everybody who works here and is a part of Tribe really loves Carnival. And we try to anticipate, okay, how can we make this experience better? How can we top last year? How can we give the masqueraders more than they even think they need? And I think that's where we continue to set ourselves apart from the rest, and really just creating a masquerader experience that's like no other.
You know, Rhiannon, we've been talking about the business and Tribe as a band and et cetera, that nice stuff. I just want to make it a little bit personal for you now, because managing a brand such as a Carnival band is completely different to something that's corporate. You have to be a little bit more fun, you have to be creative, you have to be expressive, you have to be enticing. So what is it like? How difficult is it to marry not only your corporate entity, the corporate side, build those partnerships, but ensure that when people see the brand, they see fun, frolic, they see entertainment, and they see something that they definitely would want to be a part of?
I'm glad you asked that. It's actually very difficult. I would say Carnival is a very difficult business to be in. You have to love Carnival. Trust me, there's nobody who works in Carnival who does not love what they do, or else they wouldn't be in Carnival. So yeah, it's been a balance. You know, we try to raise the standards and kind of formalize things in a sense, but every day, day in, day out, we have to keep it fun, because that's the core of what we do. So around the office, you know, we just try to do different activities. We have a committee that's a big part of what we do as well. So they're always around too, just keeping us up with events and keeping us active and keeping us, you know, fun and in the loop with what people want.
Yeah,
But it's very challenging as we get older. But
yeah. And for somebody who is young and looking at you and seeing what you're doing, how do you hope that inspire those who want to be a part of not only Tribe but Carnival on a whole?
yes, I would love to inspire people to be part of Carnival. I think it's something that traditionally wasn't seen as a business, like the business model maybe wasn't there 40 years ago, but it is now. And there's so many different aspects of it. I mean, not only from the design, but from the marketing. There's a lot of tech involved now. You know, you have to use the technology to innovate and to remain efficient. So there are a lot of different aspects that people can get involved in, not just what you see on the surface.
Yeah, and you know, as we get closer to Carnival, I want to believe that all the costumes have been sold out. Tell me about that aspect.
Yeah, we definitely are sold out at this time. Thank God, which
Oh
is
no.
good. So we're able to package everything and just make sure we have it ready for when all our customers arrive.
Yeah, well, I had a beautiful time at Bliss on the road last year, and I know the Carnival experience that you get when you take part with Tribe. So, Rhiannon, we want to thank you so much for stopping by on, of course, Carnival CEEN, and we look forward to seeing you on the road this year.
Yes, I look forward to seeing each one of you on the road with us.
See you
Yeah.
soon.
Yeah, definitely.
All
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
well, thank you so much. Take care. I know you have a lot of work to do, and we'll chat again really soon.
Thank you, guys. Have a good one.
Yeah, so that was such an enlightening conversation, team, because, you know, as I say, we are so used to seeing the fun on the road. We're so used to having a good time. But sometimes, you know, it really is important that we take some time to understand the business side of Carnival. And I think we got that from Rhiannon today.
I know it's good business, so because she said that they sold out, which is bad for us because we wanted to join, but hey. Oh, who knows? Kino, of course, is going to use.
I'm there.
Kino's
So
going to use his
Rhiannon and
resources
team
and ensure that the entire
soon in a few
Carnival
days.
CEEN team,
Yes.
including Scorpion and Kimani and everybody behind the
Yes.
camera and
Yeah.
our producer is here.
All right. Well, you know, we're going to have to run to a break because we're going to bring the man in the business, you know, a man who's been doing this for quite some time. I don't want to tell the viewers yet. I want them to stay with us, Kino and Gerard, because I can't wait for them to meet our next guest. So stay with us.
It's how we feel in control. Let me stop, run the drum until the last drum. Come to the last drum. Come to the. Ready to wait in line by the mask out. Follow me and with wristband. Get drunk and wine on a bomb.
Yeah, welcome back. This is Carnival CEEN. We're hanging out. This is where we bring to you everything Carnival related. We're bringing the vibes, the energy, and of course, we're talking serious topics in relation to Carnival. I did tell you, I did promise you, our next guest, you'd want to meet him. It's about that time where I introduce you to Valmiki Maharaj. He, of course, is one of the band leaders at Tribe and, of course, a creative director. Val, welcome to Carnival CEEN. So happy you could join us. I know it's a busy period for you, so we feel very honored that you took the time out to chat with us.
Now, of course, thank you very much for having me, and happy Carnival to everybody.
What's the vibe like back home? You know, is it busy already back in Trinidad? Or people, you know, feeling the energy? I saw a lot of fetes, saw my friends beautifully decked off, and you know, I feel left out, Val.
We need to come. You need to be here right now. Let's do the show. That's the new plan. Do the show from this week in Trinidad moving forward.
I mean, I love this.
Let's make it happen. Let's
Thank you,
make
Frank.
it happen.
This man took 31 seconds
not even that.
to say what we've been trying to get. Our
My
creative director
goodness.
is a Trini. So, Val,
Yeah, just make the call.
how do we do it?
Make the call.
Val, give me one of them.
Right?
That is it. But Val, speaking
Yeah.
of Tribe, the Last Tribe. The sections for this year, the Last Tribe, it's on fire. But beyond the pageantry, the storyline and the whole theme came from a place close to your heart. Tell us about that, the Last Tribe for 2025.
Definitely, man. So this year, Lost Tribe celebrates its 10th anniversary. And it's a weird 10th anniversary because it's 10 years of existence, but 8 years on the road because we had 2 years of the pandemic, you know, in Trinidad. And I should say not in Trinidad, but globally, you know, the event and carnival industry, any gathering entertainment type industry came to a screeching halt. But what we realized is, you know, whilst we joked about, oh, we're not checking those 2 years, we get back our 2 years afterwards, you know, there was, for us at Lost Tribe and the Tribe Group, there was growth, there was learning, there were projects such as Lavway, we produced a movie, there were projects leading up to what we call Sunset Festival, which was, you know, a big push forward and a move forward in terms of how we operated in the carnival, how we present the carnival, and I think for now, how we understand the carnival and the future of it ourselves.
And a simple question that I already got a message. Val, where are you right now? Your backdrop screams Carnival. Tell us what's going on behind you.
when you said before that it's crazy on the ground, that this room is the parallel of that. So this is one of our work rooms right now where there are costumes everywhere. There are plugged-in glue guns. It's not supposed to be plugged in like that, but it is. And yeah, kind of where this particular space is the base of operations for Talent Bank, which is the side of our company that does, like, when you see us doing choreograph openings or costumes visible somewhere or any talent execution for our corporate clients for ultimate events, it takes, you know, this company that kind of marries our carnival aspect with our event aspects. So that's what this room is right now. And well, chaos.
that is Carnival.
Yeah.
You know, I truly enjoy the spectacle that is Carnival, you know, because it's something nice to see how creators, directors such as yourself, can come up with concepts. You know, you touched a little bit about it with Kino, but just to put it all together and have your team work around it, what was that process like? Because it's quite interesting for me, at least, to see all these colors outside.
is a long process because no, you and I could be having this conversation now, but when you try to explain what is in one's mind to somebody else in a room of 10 people and 20 people, it takes time. Everybody processes it differently. And so across the Lost Tribe, we design and start designing a year and a half in advance. So even though we are now preparing to go on the road for Carnival 2025, we are designing for Carnival 2026. And it's necessary because, you know, the way the world works, the way our production lines work now, the way shipping works, the way our prototyping works, it's something we have to start a while in advance. What I think it does for us, meaning those internally, is it gives us a lot of time to sit with a concept, to sit with a theme, and really, you know, let it boil a little bit, let it sit on in the pot, and give everybody a time to really work with it and really, you know, produce what is an amazing meal, an amazing recipe at the end of it.
I'm glad you brought up the point about shipping and stuff like that, though, because we know that it is expensive to put these costumes together, and a lot of people don't understand the costs for the costumes, but how much of it is affected by the fact that you have to not only design these stuff, but bring them in from overseas and ship them in, because that is expensive in itself.
Well, when people ask me what my biggest challenge is every single day, I say exactly that. It's Val versus budget every day. It's madness. But you know what it is, though? There are beautiful parts of being from the Caribbean, but there are also realities of being from the Caribbean. We are not a material producing nation, and so there are things that we have to bring in. Whilst we still produce and we still give, you know, our last stitch on the costumes in Trinidad, we still produce here. There are things that we have to bring in, as you said, and those things are impacted by, you know, global phenomenons, whether that phenomenon be COVID or whether it be shipping issues or storms or whatever the case may be. Different things happen, and it's just something that, unfortunately, for us, that's part of the game. Forecasting is a part of it. In terms of costing wise, you know, it's something that we are very conscious of, because at the end of the day, you know, our carnival is a festival for the people, by the people, and our product is beautiful. It's something that people want. It's something people want to be able to access. And so we take on that challenge every single year to keep pushing the barriers of innovation further and further and further, but at the same time, keep trying to keep the cost at a manageable rate for what that product is.
Yeah, and as Gerard already started talking about the business side of Carnival, tell me a bit about, you know, the number of people that are working with you. I mean, a bit about your team. We're talking numbers now.
So in terms of the number of people that work with me, I don't even have a figure at the top of my head. It's hundreds and hundreds, maybe even thousands of people. It's big, it's a village, you know. It takes so much more than just, you know, you're speaking to me, you're speaking to Rihanna, and you're speaking to other persons who will be at the core of it. But to get the band to the road, it really takes a village to raise this child. And I would say that expands from our core team to our operational persons, to our road management team, to our design and production side of it. There's so many different facets that happen, both coordinated and independently, to get you as a masquerader to the road. You know, sometimes it's I always say, like, we have the quieter heroes of the carnival industry, you know, the ones who work tirelessly behind the scenes to make sure that your costume is packaged in a way that it will be safe, that your drinks will remain cold, that your food is arriving at you at the temperature and at the quality, you know, health and safety that you want. You also have people like the medics that work on the road behind. And sometimes, you know, as organizers, we create the opportunities for us to meet those people and thank them in the way. But in terms of the public thank like this, that is, I mean, I've taken this opportunity now to say thank you to all of them, you know, but there's so many people, so many names that you can't even think about, because some of them I don't even come in contact with directly. It's, you know, when you're on the road, you see them.
Yeah, of course. And now tell us, what are we in for Carnival 2025? A bit about the sections when it comes to what you're working on.
Well, I am personally, as a masquerader, I always say I'm a masquerader first before I'm a mask man, and I am really excited about it because I really love the music this year. The music moves me from the time soca started to come out, from the time also, not even new soca, but I don't know if you all have this experience where the soca from the year before, it is hit different after Carnival. It is just kind of hit in a kind of way, it's kind of, you know, it is turned. So they have songs from the year before that I started hearing again, like in a totally different way in September, October. What's going on here, boy? You know, and that plus the new music has me really excited. it's really nice to see the energy of those artists translate to the masqueraders who have already purchased their costumes to see where we end up with on the road. In terms of what Lost Tribe is presenting on the road, I'm really excited because, as you said at the beginning, this theme, celebrating 10 years, is something close to our heart. Lost Tribe is a band that pays respect to our storytelling heritage whilst mapping a way forward. As all the great artists say, you can't move forward without knowing where you come from, and that's exactly what we kind of stand for. And this year's presentation on the stage has a little bit more theatre to it. It has a little bit more storyline. It comes from a very deep place where we look at not only 10 years of Lost Tribe, but 10 years of us as humanity, as masked men, as Caribbean people, and there's a piece that I'm working on right now that I really feel kind of parallels our life and our existence in a way that I feel very not proud of, but at this stage I feel very fortunate to be a part of the process of what is happening right now.
Well, Val, we hear the passion, we see the passion, and all that is Carnival behind you. Thank you very much, Val Maharaj. He's the creative director and section leader for The Lost Tribe. Val, I'll see you in a few days. I don't know about them, but I know about me.
You'll have to come. So we're going to host the show right here. Tell them come here host the Lost Tribe.
No,
let's make it happen.
But
we need to make it happen.
Because of your recommendation, we are indeed going to be there.
So thanks again, Val, The Lost Tribe in full effect, ready for the road, cross the stage, all kind of fun that is, right here on Carnival Scene. And as we go to break, think about love, think about the ladies, because we're going to represent for them.
Yeah, I promised them last week.
Break.
And I keep my promises, unlike...
She keeps her promises.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Let's see, we just agreed.
Yeah, so this one hit from the archives of tt.loopnews.com. The unexpected love story behind the Lost Tribe's Taj. Yeah, Valentine said 10 years, and I thought it was like 2 or 3 years ago, but they've been around for a while.
Yeah.
And their whole storyline, theme-based, creative angle was because of their love affair and respect for Taj Mahal and everything that it represents. So imagine that.
Look at Loop making Kino sound so smart and well
I'm
received.
smart,
But he is
thanks
smart.
to Loop News.
I love it.
And
Yeah.
you know, one thing I love about Loop is that they don't only keep you entertained, but they keep you informed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Kino comes here and
Well,
like,
yeah.
according to Loop.
Why not? Why
Yeah.
Anyways, make sure you
So,
download the app, yeah? Make sure
oh,
you
you
download the
did
app.
already?
Yeah, of course,
Wow. I have,
Download the
of
app.
course, Patrick is downloading it for me on the
Yeah,
side there.
yeah. Sure,
All right,
download that.
so it's this time that we've been waiting for. I can't wait for y'all to hear my song. Introduce it.
ladies.
Bring it on.
Well, last week Mariah did say that she was going to, she promised you, our viewers, that she was going to provide some love for the ladies. You talk about love, talking about Loop. Loop actually has an article about Valentine's
today's
and reasons
Valentine's.
to stay single on Valentine's Day, which is different. But
Okay.
let's not go into that.
Why?
But for now, we're just showing.
I hear Alice. Whose tune is
Yeah,
this?
we're showing love for the ladies, and of course, being that I'm from Barbados, I had to, of course, show love and appreciation to the queen of not only Bajan soca, but of soca in general. When you hear this song in a fete, you know it's a hit. The ladies just automatically start doing this, yeah?
In your face.
I think that song released when I was about, what, 8 years old?
Every time you hear a Bajan sing, especially Alison Hands,
yeah.
it's like you order extra smiles. I don't
Yes.
know where it come from, but
No, it's a
that's more
vibe.
than bias. That's just
No,
love
listen,
and passion behind.
I remember the first time I heard this song, and I was like, wow, this song is amazing, like it's nice. My sister was in the house with me, because and when she heard it, she went ballistic. Actually, it was her
it's
birthday
a
earlier
big
this week.
tune. And Alison Hines, I mean, I saw her perform in, I think, Barbados, for when I went for the Run Barbados Marathon. And she still brings it.
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
it doesn't
Oh,
matter,
absolutely.
you know, looking
Absolutely.
really good and, of course, bringing the vibe for the
Yeah.
crowd. So is it my turn now?
I think so.
So this is a song. It's coming from a fellow Trini, of course, Destra. She is pure class, and she also, when she performs, the ladies, they go crazy. This is one of my favorites.
As soon as I was introduced to Carnival, they say I lose. All down on the ground, walking up the bottom, and it dragging all over tongue, and they say I lose. It was never a party at my school bazaar I used to go, but since I was introduced to Bacchanal, they say I lose. When I drop it hot and I wind it, on top the speaker box and I grind it, and I don't want to stop, and they call it. I lose it, I'm sweeter than juice it. This carnival have me so damn loose. Get loose, away, get loose.
Can I just sing?
Mara,
Yeah,
your
man,
gotta
this
give
is
it
a
some bar.
gesture
vibe.
is Lucy. Is
She says she grew up as a real good girl, always home.
so it hits her.
But then when she was
She's
introduced to
reiterating the
Carnival,
words.
yeah, when she was introduced to Carnival,
My gosh.
that was it. She forgot about everything.
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
they started to say she was Lucy. It was so good. You know,
Big tune.
I danced this actually at a boxing event in
Yeah.
Jamaica
Yeah.
on the stage.
But you know, this song is actually still trending in Jamaica.
It's always trending.
10 years
There
later.
are some
Always.
songs
10
that are
years later.
timeless.
Girl,
There are
Yeah,
some
Lucy
songs.
10
still
years
plays
later,
in every
10
carnival
years
fete-
later.
fete
2015,
in Jamaica.
yeah?
Still.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
before we go,
Yeah, it was-
love for the ladies, especially our carnival scene, Queen Mariah.
Thank you.
My pick, I was gonna be biased because I'm a huge Faye and Lions fan.
All right.
Love
Can't forget
Fayan.
about Fayan.
However,
Yeah.
just look, just jeez. Boy, Nyla Blackman, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah.
Big.
When I see my people dancing, all I hear is soca all day long. Not gonna leave you for nothing all day long. I go black for we bumping, ping pong 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 pong, ping pong 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 pong. Somebody say soca till I die. Somebody say soca, give me life. Somebody say soca, keep it playing so loud. We ain't even know about anything.
While the pick is Nyla, this tune has, and this music video has so much Trinidad Carnival
Culture.
The steel
culture
pan,
and
the
history.
national
Color.
flag.
Steel pan.
Color as well.
On the next carnival scene,
Yeah.
be ready to be informed
Yeah.
and listen to and hear
Yeah.
a lot of steel pan.
Remember, when you
A
make your
lot of steel
promises,
pan.
we're gonna
You gotta
hold
keep
you
them.
for it.
You gotta keep them. But don't forget, you know, I just want to mention, of course, yes, it is love for the ladies. We made our picks, but of course, we had so many that we could choose from. Patrice Roberts, who's loved
What?
in Barbados, mind you.
Love
Loved
Patrice
in
Roberts.
Barbados.
There's so many of her
Yeah.
songs that I like.
Fionn Lyons, of course, the only woman to win both groovy and power soca at the international.
She's
Soca
amazing.
Monarch. And of course, we had so many. Denise Belfond, Nadia Batson,
Nadia, what's going on?
Oh yes,
Prolific
there
Nadia.
was one from her
Nadia.
last year.
Oh my goodness, Nadi. You can't forget Nadi. We
There's
have
so many names
And Lady
and I-
Lava's around too.
Yeah, but we don't
Maya,
want to
show
call
me-
names because I don't
Put
want
it-
to
show
leave
me
out
your
any
finger.
of them.
Show me your finger. Alright,
Lady
alright.
Lava is burning up the scene right now. Burning up which scene? This scene, Carnival scene. We are OUT. See you real soon. Real soon.
Thank you so much
See
for
you
tuning
real
in.
soon.
It has been our pleasure.
Yeah, great.